Hey, what up, superstars? This your boy Ibetonme with some more Destiny 2 news. Now on Twitter, guys, there's a link floating around showing the potential future of Destiny 2 content starting next season all the way past Final Shape. I don't know if this is true or not, but hey, just take it with a grain of salt. But however, username Multimac has leaked this information out. Like I said, I don't know how he got the information, but he put it out there. He said he don't know if it's true or not, but man, it looks pretty detailed, and it seems like a lot of the stuff that Bungie has been telling us with the future, it adds up in this link that I'm about to go over with you guys. So spoiler alert, if you don't want to see this, go ahead and turn around now. But also, I definitely want to tell you guys, welcome to the channel. I appreciate the support. Now this website is called Pastebin, and I will leave the link down below. Now this is very lengthy, guys, so I would suggest you guys grab some food, grab your favorite drink, hang out with your boy. Let's read through this information and let me know down in the comment section what you think about it. Alright, so it starts with Season 22, Season of the Vow. So it's going to be the resurrection of Savathun, which we've heard that. Start off working with Amaru to gain his trust, then we will run missions defending Amaru from Xivu's saboteurs, alright? Now, while we find Savathun's body, now she has us fighting against Xivu in exchange for information about the Witness, the Traveler, and the Portal. Now it goes on to say, Ikora, Crow, Eris, and the Drifter will be involved, and seasonal activities involves pacifying, Wrathborn with hive magic, and stopping Xivu from planting worms and falling in Cabal. Now the worm guards are starving to death. Xivu tries to create more worm hybrids to increase tribute. So we're going to have a 3-man seasonal activity similar to deep dives. We're going to go further into Xivu Wrath ships with changing buffs and rooms. Now here's a hive ship. They have a Fallen ship, Scorn ship, Cabal ship. Apparently really unbelievable art jumping to ship. So Xivu's high visual motif is going to be deep matte blacks and neon greens. So Architect looks akin to Moonhive Architect with pulsing green fire within it. Now the weekly storyline takes place in a mission like Interference from Arrivals. They take a place in a location called Essence that I believe is a pyramid. Savathun teaches us to extract pieces of the Witness consciousness to weaken it. Now we learn memories of it from this. Now me personally, I'm not a big fan of the seasonal activity, man. I really believe it's kind of boring, but from what this looks like, this may be a little different. Bungie did say they was going to kind of switch it up some, so this one looks like it's going to be more appealing. Let's get back to the article. Now after learning about Savathun's revival, Xivu Wrath starts putting pieces together in place to wipe out the city, alright? She becomes emissary of the Witness, not the disciple, and now she can act freely in soul while the Witness is inside the portal. Now one detail is that she's performing a ritual to a massive Aku ogre to siege the city, and apparently is made of parts of Scorn and Cabal as well. Now there's a seasonal twist in that Savathun reveals she does not know how to get to the portal herself, but believes through Vex technology we can. That's convenient. Now the season ends with a live event that will drop a new strike in the last city where we defeat this ogre. Someone dies. Wow, that's big. I love the live events, guys. This is going to be crazy. Now look at this. This is for people who are excited about Crucible and also Gambit. Crucible maps in the Vex network, which we know about that. Gambit gets 4 new weapons. We get ritual weapons, which is a kinetic SMG. And if you never witnessed any of Bungie's live events, man, they are pretty special. But I don't think we've never had a live event strike in this game, so this is going to be pretty interesting how they're going to pull this off. Now we all know we have a returning raid coming, however it seems like this is a plot twist, so like I said, man, just take this with a grain of salt. But according to this article, first time Bungie has tried this, Crota Inn will actually take place in present day and be involved in the story. So Crota has been resurrected as a lucent hive and has reclaimed his brood, not adhering to any goals of Xivu Wrath or Savathun. He kidnapped Savathun's Death Singer to try to regain his memory in order to enact revenge against those who killed him. Right, us, the 6-man fire team Guardians from Destiny 1, that was so memorable. We were badass. Alright, so returning weapons are with notable perks pointed out. Pulse rifle, hand cannon, shotgun with cascade point and trench barrel, a sniper with triple tap, 4 times the charm. Dang, man, that's pretty good for PvE. We got an LMG, we got a rocket launcher with rewind rounds in bipod. We have necrochasm. Bam! Dude, that is one of the best weapons ever in Destiny 1 exotic. You guys are gonna love that if this is true. Now, no master mode, instead Grandmaster raid with AOT armor dropping and completely farmable encounters with high rewards. Not much is known about the raid, guys, so if Bungie could pull this off, man, if this is true, this is gonna be special. That Crota raid was one of the most special raids in Destiny 1 for most people, and man, with the guns that are coming back, man, necrochasm is one of the most all-time favorite, guys, weapon in Destiny 1. Go Google necrochasm videos and go watch some of them so you kind of get a gist of it. It's pretty nasty, but they're talking about making Crota raid in today's time, man, with story plots. This is gonna be nasty. Now let's get back to the article. Now in season 23, it's pretty light on the story content. The Listening and Cabal help us repurpose Exodus crafting a Cosmodrome to become a new human fleet. Now seasonal areas in the Helm in the last city. The story mission is the Cosmodrome that reuses Taken King colony ship interior. Now the season is mainly to improve core activities, health, mostly strikes. The Cosmodrome overhaul will give loot table, day-night cycles, and fix rocket yards and add it to patrol. Now the new dungeon takes place in King's Watch in the Cosmodrome, taking on the Scorn Remaneth of the House of Kings, start on Cosmodrome, then moves to a massive underground falling complex. Now the strike playlist improves a lot. Bungie is highly cautious when adding strike specific loot because how it can weight the player count of certain activities and also the quit rate, but have added 3 new strike specific weapons, some returning ones, and a plan to add more in mid-season patch if numbers look stable. They have adept versions. So the strike will have secret avatars in them to make the final boss harder and drop even more rewards. Now, two D1 Mars strikes added, Nokris and Zol strikes reintroduced, a Garden World strike reintroduced, Cyclops one, and we get 3 new strikes. That's what many of us have been complaining about. Bungie needs to take time to fix the structure of the game with servers and things like that, but then also fix the core playlist like strikes, gambits, crucible. So it looks like they're going to start off with the strike playlist and then add on to there by fixing the core playlist. That's really important. Let's get back to the article. So with the 3 new strikes, is going to be called Containment Breach, Tree of Silver Wings, and Brig Factory. I'll let you guess which strike is on which planet. Now we're also going to get Garden of Salvation, Weapon Reprise. Now we're going to get 3 new Crucible maps, one on Earth, Europa, and Essence Pyramid Ship. That's what we've been asking for. Also, Blind Watch returns from Destiny 1, which was one of my favorite maps, okay? Also, we're going to get 5 new Crucible weapons. Comp weapon is a precision shotgun, new comp emblem from going on a 10-game win streak, and new Ascended exclusive shader. That all the things we've been talking about, guys. That's what we want. Now, if they could just make comp a true rank system, that's definitely a W. And to add on to it, we're going to get new Crucible armor set similar to Shaq's armor. We're going to have a less ability game mode and a 1v1 arena with unique modified maps. Man, this is going to be crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. Give us something to play for. Give us something to go for. And this is my thinking was how Bungie has been treating PvP lately. I thought after Final Shape they was probably going to phase it out, but after hearing this information with it being so close to Final Shape, I'm thinking maybe they're going to go ahead and keep PvP around and not just try to push people to Marathon, but because Marathon is going to be a distraction shooter, not how Destiny is, but we'll see. Alright, so now Bungie has mentioned the changes to the Crucible playlist, also the Strike playlist, now the public events. Alright, all patrols increase in difficulty and reprise weapon sets, including Nessus and the EDZ. Large events added to Nessus, Europa, and the Cosmodrome. I think like the Neomuna one, with their own loot, updated, nothing crazy, wave-based with a boss-like terminal override. Adept Patrol's weapon acquired by completing Master Lost sectors, a couple of new Adept mods included, increased damage against miners and orange bar, no champions, we need that. Essentially shoot to loot light, have shoot ammo a few times for it to proc, work instantly on special and heavy weapons, suit of mods that apply small stacks of elemental stacks on enemies each shot. Unsure as if we'll have a hard time understanding this. Alright, now let's look at Gambit playlist. Gambit gets a returning Dreaming City map and a new asteroid map. People have been begging for that for years. Enemy density increase, invasion reduce, can simply multiply lower level blockers at once, blockers beefed up, 20 more blocker is back. Also new primeval bosses added, Colossus, Physons, Wizards, Hobgoblins, Wyvern, Brig, Cyclops. Last three aren't taken apparently. Primevals have micro mechanics to them. 2 sets of returning weapons added to the loot pool. 5 new weapons, new exotics for Vanguard, Crucible, Gambit, and Patrol activities, 1 each, all a random drop with triumphs and increasing rate drop. This is nasty. Mods that progress crafted weapons and getting kills with abilities and other weapons, perk enhance and focus overhaul, crafting overhaul, turn any drop weapon enhanced, including cosmic changes, scopes, and more mementos. Alright, so they go on to add mid-season cosmetic pack update with stasis and strand armor ships. Will add new 6-man activity in a 9 realm again. We'll have more D1 armor and D more weapons earn able in game. That's what we need. Old D1 and D2 tracks added to orbit music. New system in place to completely randomize it are certain tracks that play first also added to the helm. Vault of Glass weapon reprise. The most elaborate secret Destiny has had will time to reprise Vault of Glass as a nod to the original fan theories. Alright, not spoiling any of this, even the reward. In-game LFG will debut with the mid-season update. That's great, people really need that. Access through directory or vendor in social spaces. In-game LFG is important to them right now. The final shape could have gotten delayed until it was added, so I'm glad they're adding this. And see, the most important thing that I'm excited about is that they're finally taking the time to fix the core playlist. The Crucible, the Gambit playlist, the strikes, the public events, that has always been a mainstay in Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 that has kept this game going when content got dry. See, this is why I don't like that seasonal content, because how it's been, because it's all just dry, same stuff over and over again. Repeat this, repeat this, repeat this, repeat this, while the core playlists have been struggling. So if they fix the core playlist, they can do the little seasonal stuff. I'm fine with that. But as long as the core stuff that you play every day is good, I'm all good. Now let's get into final shape. What's gonna happen with that? All right, so with final shape, let's start off here. Patrol and Garden from trailer contain lots of nod to past Destiny things and a secret underground section where everything was born from. The Darkness unit similar behaves to Roke and the Scorn, very aggressive. One is a taller, slender creature with daggers, and the other has a big wings and can switch from flight mode to ground mode. Has a big trident, harness art, and solar powers. Now the raid is a final fight against the Witness, a 3-part boss battle with escape sections and a semi-secret encounter. Takes place within the garden and on the planet of the Witness. Now the raid unlocks new activities and sections of patrols. Activities is a 6-man activity where we cleanse part of the Witness in light, extreme enemy density, and some majorly cool set pieces. Dreadnought crashes, massive egoric outbreaks, Witnesses planet with the origin of the Traveler. Man, this is going to be pretty sweet, man, especially with the Dreadnought crash. Not giving much of the story spoilers for now, but TFS is largely what people expect from Lightfall. Massive scale, very dark, lots of losses, big changes. We make a big sacrifice involving the Vex being allowed to partially understand paracosmically in order to enter the portal. Has repercussions and set up future Vex storyline. Alright, so they go on to say Cade is very much dead. The garden holds consciousness of every being that has ever lived or died. He guides us through it. The witness plan to use his massive energy of consciousness to bring forth the end of the universe and create its own new universe. Now, ghosts are made from the freed souls of the witness people. So we got 12 missions, no new subclass. Midway into the year, another large content release established the reset of Destiny universe. Some sort of modular download and introduce system in order to play older content, unvaulted content from the past saga. Awesome. Several old raids returning in this content drop, as well as strikes and modified versions of campaigns. Most things separately instanced to not impact main game performance. Story missions and strikes will not interact with live patrol zones. That's good. That'll help it run smooth. Faction returns. Look at this, guys. The old tower from Destiny 1. That's what I'm talking about. Lots of new characters. The things introduced, a lot of intentionally vague seed planet, but also very nostalgic to year one of Destiny. That's what I'm talking about. See, man, Bungie is realizing just how much they went away from Destiny 1. They shouldn't have never went away from Destiny 1, okay? A lot of people say we left from Destiny 1 because the Activision made Bungie make Destiny 2. But man, we went away from too much of the essence. So them going back to the essence and the nostalgic of Destiny 1 is gonna make this game so much better. Let's get into now, after the final shape, Beyond. What's gonna happen next in the Destiny saga? Alright, so it's titled Beyond and Other Things. No expansion in 2025. Instead, Bungie will be making some very major back-end changes to the servers. Game engines, tool sets change have already been implemented since Beyond Light, and especially this year in Lightfall, and it's costed content development time, but major changes will be put in place in the next year or two. See, that's what we need, man. We need stability. It's okay to have content, but if the game is not working properly, guys, it's no need to plan. Now, some sort of streamlining how activities are built to decrease how they affect the rest of the game and to allow more frequent and different content. Newly upgraded Tiger engine will not only be used for Marathon and future Destiny projects, but Bungie plans to let other developers use it. New compression technology is one of the major things they're working on, also toying with procedural generational. I understand engineering stuff, but it sounds like they're doing a lot and it's a massive investment. Now, post TFS will be a spiritual reboot for Destiny. That's what I'm talking about. Changing the tone to something more akin to Space Detective story with an emphasis on world building rather than a big action blockbuster. They really missed the mystery of early Destiny. Want to get more experimental with just about everything. Post TFS has been called the universal expansion. Also, they say a decent bit of things from the current Destiny universe may come forward, but plans for Fallen Houses to come back, Cabal Legions to come back, New Hive, guys, that was essential to Destiny 1, baby. Let me put this in layman terms for you guys, what's actually happening here. Bungie is essentially going back to Destiny 1 or remaking Destiny 1. That's pretty much what's happening here. They said they're bringing a little from the current Destiny, but majority of it is going to be the essence of Destiny 1, adding new gods and new adventures and things like that, man. If you've never played Destiny 1 in your prime, so I see a lot of Destiny 2 people say, oh no, Destiny 2 is better than Destiny 1. Dude, if you never played Destiny 1 when Destiny 1 was in the main game, you have no clue how good that game was. You had no clue how mysterious the magic was in that game. They're getting back to that after Final Shape, and I am so excited to hear that. All right, so let's get back to the article. Vex's primary enemy have breached the garden and are gaining massive amount of strength. Vex are able to make simulations of major past events in order to learn more about how to defeat us. We go back to moments like Twilight Gap, the Reef Wars to change the outcome to stop their simulations. All that is Destiny 1. Before Destiny 1, a few incursions outside of the solar system, but nothing major. Stories told will mainly be anthology mythologist and self-contained with loose connections to a great Vex plot. A grand storyline may come further down the line. Now they go on to say Marathon and Manor haven't affect Destiny's development much. Hey, boy, that's a damn lie. More so, the hiring of new devs and training them is causing slowdowns, and I can understand that. But that's why it did affect it, because they took the devs from Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 devs for pre-Forsaken and put them on that crap. So yeah, it did affect it. Now devs who worked on it already left Destiny many years ago. Some of the things they're doing for Marathon are inspiring new Destiny devs for new sagas. Now Bungie laid off several narrative team members after Lightfall. I remember hearing about that. It was crazy. Right before the writer strike, Lightfall was considered a massive success, but the story was one thing that we were very upset about. Man, that was not no massive success, and the storyline was garbage. The new narrative leads are scary and continuity. Alright, so Bungie was very upset with multitude of different narrative decisions made over the years by employees that have came and gone that made the Destiny universe a lot smaller and want to change and reduce some things, i.e. War Minds, The Fallen, The Black Garden, The Vet. I've had 3 friends who work contract work for Bungie, and I'm not saying their names, I'm not giving that information out. But one of the things that happened is when Bungie started going towards Destiny 2, taking it away from Destiny 1, there was they call it the old guard. The Destiny original people were complaining, saying they're taking the game away from Destiny's authentic feeling. So they got rid of those people, brought in some other people who just started taking control, and they're saying those people made the game bad, and then they left, and pretty much it. So they're trying to make the game bigger, back to where it was, get back to where its roots. So the old guard that got ran off eventually, it seems like they were right. And the article go on to say several devs went home with development copies of Destiny 2 on Switch. There was no possible world where it would run properly and was abandoned. Destiny 1 remake was discussed, but Bungie preferred to just put all D1 content into D2. Vaulted content from D2 is for the most part ready to be put back into the game at any time after recent tech upgrades. And Exotic in Season 23 was conceived after 3 Bungie devs got extremely drunk at a Mariners game and started throwing out ridiculous ideas. They pitched it in the sandbox as a joke, and they loved it and started working on it. Bungie wanted to offer Marty a chance to score some of this new saga into possibly mend passwords, but talks didn't go very well. If you are looking for more Destiny 2 news and to learn about more future Destiny 2 updates as they come available, you should watch this playlist next. Also, don't forget to like and sub. Peace.